Folks, oh, I think we found our camp. What do you think? We're staying at a casino tonight. Are we gonna gamble? Probably not. Welcome to Van Camp 402. My name's Dave. Like to do a little weekly van camp in here, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I was going to stealth camp in Council Bluffs, and I think I've kind of kiboshed that idea. I just don't want to end up running into the law and getting a knock, all that. We do have pretty good rain today, so we're going to stay at Harrahs Casino here. Before we get locked in and our place set up in camp, we need to pick up a little bit of food, and I just want to show you a couple things about Council Bluffs. It's actually a pretty important town to me, and there's some neat stuff I want to show you folks here. For you folks that don't know the area and don't know the region very well, Council Bluffs is a pretty big suburb of Omaha. It's basically a bedroom community. The only thing separating Omaha and Council Bluffs is the Missouri River. I started my fire career actually with Council Bluffs Fire, and I was with Council Bluffs for 4 years before I ended up testing for Omaha and moving over to the City of Omaha's department. I absolutely loved my time on Council Bluffs Fire, and it was just an opportunity for me to be on a little bit bigger department, and the pay at the time was quite a bit more. So that's why we chose to jump over. First fire truck right here, first assignment on that rig. Well, that was pretty cool. Guys at Station 2 in Council Bluffs, nice to meet you and hang out for a minute. Didn't want to film. It was just cool talking to the guys again, and man, brought back a flood of memories. Been a little while since I've stood on that bay floor. Just kind of cool talking to those guys and hearing all the stuff. So our next stop is we're gonna head down the road here and just show you a couple things in Council Bluffs that are kind of cool. Like I said, I know this town pretty darn well, probably better than I should. We're gonna show you folks a little bit of what Council Bluffs has to offer, and free camping tonight has to offer that. As we're kind of moving around the city here, it's kind of nice having the van, I'll be honest with you, to be able to be dry and get ready to go out. It's absolutely pouring down rain tonight, so it'll make kind of for an interesting camp. I do have a spot here downtown, and I don't have the Harrahs thing totally locked in. I'm gonna explore a spot I have down here, and we might try maybe a Council Bluffs stealth camp. We'll see how this plays out. We do have Harrahs if we need it, but I want to check out an area down here. But our first stop is, let's go check this out. Let's go check out the Black Angel of Council Bluffs. So as we're walking up here, this is I believe the Ruth Ann Dodge Memorial. And yeah, Ruth Ann Dodge Memorial Fountain. Here's the sign. But this was, I believe it was William Dodge, a general or UP guy something, but he built this in honor of his wife. And it kind of has a tarnished history with a little bit. Folks say you're not supposed to look into her eyes. There's a whole lot of course, folklore. Sorry, I'm trying to get out. I think our rain's coming down harder. As you can see, really cool statue, great artwork. Sorry for the rain, but we're just making it work, right? So if you're in Council Bluffs, really cool place to stop. Makes for great photography in here. and it has a lot of folklore to it. There's stuff about don't be up here at midnight, all those types of things. I just think it's a cool tribute. We are just getting hammered with rain. Our next stop is actually, it's only a couple blocks and it's just down the hill here, but we're gonna go look at the Lincoln Monument, and hopefully we can see Omaha today. I don't know if we're gonna with all the clouds and rain. You can always tell you're in Council Bluffs by the airplanes. We're just gonna try and brave the weather for a second. But this is the Lincoln Monument, and this actually, you can't see it at all, but this actually overlooks Omaha here. Right down here in this valley, you can see some buildings. That was Children's Square, and I actually worked there quite a bit, and my wife and I actually worked there together. We weren't together at the time, which was kind of cool, hanging out. There is underneath here in it's a group home type shelter thing. Our kids would run and then they'd come up here and hide out. It was like, we all know where you're going. This street right here, looking right down there, that's Avenue G, and that's kind of a newer viaduct they put in. UP has a big main rail yard here in Council Bluffs, and we always had to deal with trains on the fire department, but we're looking down on a fairly new viaduct there. And it is kind of a bummer. Omaha is right across there. You can't see it. It's socked in clouds. It's usually a pretty cool view up here. So we just went down West Broadway, kind of the heart of Council Bluffs. And it's really kind of revitalized itself, which is kind of nice to see a downtown kind of recover and bring back some tourism. Council Bluffs is actually a pretty neat town. It has some great architecture. It's a very old city compared to Omaha. All right, I got one other thing I want to show you here real quick. So that house there is where my wife grew up. So shout out to her family, and just kind of cool going back by and seeing their old house. I just wanted to drop that in. That was a personal note for my brother-in-law Pat and his family. I know they watch the channel. So Pat, that one's for you. And as I'm driving around here a little bit, I don't know, I did have a spot. It was right at West Broadway and Benton Street is kind of what I was looking at. And some trees are gone that I thought would provide a little bit more cover, and I would just stick out like a sore thumb tonight. So we might end up working our way back down to Harrahs and staying there. It's free. It's going to be somewhat secure. There's security, probably well lit. I can probably leave the doors open a little bit while we're cooking. So I think that's maybe what we do instead of trying to stealth camp up here. All right, let's get down. Let's get some dinner picked up. I'm getting hungry. All right, we've made it to Hy-Vee. I should have brought my four-wheeler. All right, let's go get some food. We got our dinner picked up. It's starting to get a little late today. It's time to get into camp. Let's go get squared away here. I'm excited to see what our evening brings at Harrahs Casino. Folks, I think we're officially in camp. I want to show you what we're going to do for dinner real quick. I did stop at Hy-Vee, and I hope you folks saw that, but we picked up some ribs, and I don't think I need to cook anything with this. I did pick up, that looks like a great slab of ribs. Oh, I should have grabbed some extra barbecue sauce maybe, huh? Man, those kind of look like they're almost borderline overdone. I don't know. All right, so we've got that. And then what else do we have? Oh, I did pick up, thought this might be kind of good, a little Vienna bread with some margarine. We'll have that on the side. I did also pick up the jalapeno bacon beans. I'm gonna wait on these, and I don't know if I'm gonna cook them or not. I do have my propane, but I think I can get away with just doing some ribs tonight and some bread. We're gonna keep it simple, I think. We definitely are hanging on to this. Let's put this in our food cubby, right? But we are in camp. We are at Harrahs Casino. I need to get the front screens put up. But right now, and I need to show you where we're at, but we got the river right out here. And we might have to get out for a little bit of a walk. For right now, I'm gonna eat just a little bit. I don't know if you folks can hear that or not. Keep these trash bags for us. It is just pouring down rain right now. And that's where I'm like, I just don't want to dirty a bunch of stuff. It's going to be hard to wash anything. The one nice thing is this parking lot that I'm in is completely open. But I just wanted to get going on some food here real quick. Yeah, I thought some ribs with a piece of bread and some butter. Keep it simple and strong, right? But I'm getting hungry. It's 7:30 now after driving around town a little bit. I feel better staying here than trying to stealth camp in Council Bluffs. I didn't like the spot there that I had picked in town. It was way too wide open. And here, I'm legal. I don't have to worry about being quote unquote stealth. We're doing a really nice city camp, which I think is awesome. And it's free. We have great restrooms inside. I could smoke and gamble. How much fun would that be? All right. Sometimes there's nothing better than just a good piece of bread with some margarine on it or butter. Take your pick. Wow. Yeah, that's really good. All right, let's get into this. Well, for the most part, everything's been really quiet over here. I do have some pretty good train noise, and that's probably going to get worse. The Union Pacific main line actually runs just right in front of us there, so we do get a little bit of train noise. I am going to get the front window screen in for sure. And we'll probably definitely lock the place in for the night. Good, got a little bit of privacy there. Oh, the other thing we do got to get installed. Folks, I highly recommend these. I've been using these now for 3-4 years. They work up in the windows as a vent. They have a screen in them so bugs don't get through. The way the louvers are shaped, it keeps the rain out. And instead of cutting a hole in my roof, I put these in the windows. And it's always worked really well. This will be nice. Now we get a little bit of airflow. All right, and I think for now, that's probably good enough. Maybe we put these in. We do have just a few rando people driving by, and I will show you here in a second what I have set up. These I cut. They are just a, I don't know, like an art board thing. And I think I got these like at Joann Fabrics or something like Michael's. That's where I got it, like a Mike art store. But these are cut perfectly to fit underneath. Perfect. Yeah, they fit underneath those louvered vents, and it just works great for privacy. Omaha, Nebraska. So we're in a pretty cool spot here. You can see it's pretty quiet. I'll walk you around out here a little bit. Ah, shoot, I should have put my raincoat on. Still raining. But so right here is the van. I did pick a site that I wanted to be close that had a light that would shine down. Also, I was kind of working with the wind a little bit so that I could open that door a little bit if I need. Wind seems like it's kind of coming this way. So if we need to open the door just to hang out. Over my shoulder this way is downtown Omaha. And I was hoping to get some photography with that tonight. And we still probably can. We'll just have to be wet while we're doing it. But right here, we're just gonna walk up real quick and I'll show you the backside of Harrahs and Stir Concert Cove. That's kind of where we're camped at tonight. So I hope I made that pretty clear at the start of the video. This is free camping in Iowa. Like I said, I was looking at a stealth camp and just decided, hey, I believe Harrahs has free overnight parking. They have security guards, all that type of stuff. The other cool thing they have out here, they have a huge row of porta potties if I need it. Don't even have to go inside if I don't want. But right up here, and I'll just show you. Right up here is Harrahs, that's the hotel. And then right in front here is Stir Concert Cove. And they usually have a lot of shows in there, but Harrahs does have, I know for sure they used to, has a huge restaurant up on top. I don't know if that is still the case or not. It looks like it is. And then you can enter the casino from this way. And here is so this is Stir Concert Cove. And it's kind of nice right here. They have a little awning thing. They do have a camera looking right at me. Guess I'm the security guard. Oh, we got some kids just grouped up. They're all hanging out, driving out. That is the one thing, just being over here by myself, I was a little worried about was, groups of people. And must be the cool car club. Oh yeah, it is. Nice. I think I saw 2 Volkswagen sedans, but we'll just walk over here a little bit, and then if we need to, we can go in the casino right through here, which I probably don't need to. I probably won't go back in there, to be honest with you. Really looks like it'd be a good place to watch a show. I've actually never seen a concert there before. All right, I need my rain jacket for sure. Hopefully you folks can see the van. It's right down there. City of Omaha is right behind it. Feeling comfortable with our spot. I think it helps a little bit having some weather. You don't have quite as many people moving around tonight. Should be just a nice night in camp. The light turn. Oh, there it is. All right, folks. What we're going to do right now, I want to go out and I want to do some pictures. We have some cool skyline stuff going on. It's hard to show in here with the light. Been remarkably quiet and really enjoyable in here. I'll be honest with you, completely honest. Right now I've been hanging out. I just got done eating and those types of things. I like just hanging out in the quiet. It's kind of weird, but I greatly enjoy it. And this has been, so far, a pretty quiet spot today. Right now, I am going to throw, I think we're going to put we might go with a 35-1.4 on a Z6 II and go out and do some photography. Oh, we got to get this. I use the Black Rapid straps. Let's get that out of there. Yeah, I think we'll just go with the 35-1.4 for now, and we might grab the 20mm after a little bit. But we do have the Omaha skyline over here. Let's go check it out. I got too much stuff right by the door. I have my other shoes and then a candle. Man, it's just pouring. Folks, this isn't going to work very well. It is pouring down. God dang it. Look at this. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to be out here. Let's, I'm going to grab the camera and just maybe try and see what we get with a couple of handheld shots. Yeah, just doing some work of the parking lot. Oh man, tough with this rain. It's hard on camera equipment, you know. All right, let's try and shoot the not too bad. Getting some good stuff over there. Let's walk up to the Ace of Spades here and see what we can get. Man, it's just pouring rain. And I know that's what's keeping it quiet in here tonight, which I appreciate. That was part of the plan. My lens is just getting covered. All right, folks, I gotta put you away for a second. I can't keep this clean. God dang, it's just pouring down rain. I do appreciate the lights right here. You can see over the van. Love having those lights right there. Good quality light, LED. You can tell it's getting pretty dark out and it's lighting me really well. And I appreciate they've got cameras up here. Hopefully those guys are watching. But folks, so here's the casino. Like I said, and we have this whole parking lot, this whole thing to ourselves so far tonight. Let's keep it that way. Let's keep the riffraff out. All right, I'm gonna do some more pictures. I want to walk around a little bit, and I'm gonna put the video camera away, work on some still shots. All right, so we're out on our little photo walk. Everything's actually going really well. Get some really good stuff. Might have to grab a little bit more of a telephoto lens and my tripod. But right now I'm just there's a bike path. And right behind us we had really cool Omaha skyline. Feels like the wind, or sorry, not the wind, the rain is dying down just enough. But look at this, folks. That's how much it's been raining. Kind of interesting too. I can hear a lot of running water here. Had a lot of rain recently. All right, I'm gonna walk up here. We've got a couple people watching me over there, so I think we're gonna get a cool shot of the bridge and then walk back to the van. I'm walking through this parking garage and kind of looking, and I don't know this casino at all, but I wonder because this would have been a great place to stay, to be down here and out of the rain. I could pull up here and face out that way. It is really bright in here, but I don't know if this is, it looks like it's like employee parking only, but it's high enough. I can tell with that van in here, I'm like, oh dang, why aren't I parking down here? I don't know if that's worth going and asking about or not, but I would appreciate kind of being out of the rain. I could have a lot more activities. Yeah, I can't tell if this is employee parking or how this works. Hopefully there's a sign or something up here. I almost wonder if it would be worth going in and asking if I can park down underneath there. It's way more well lit. I don't know if it's employee parking or what the deal is. Yeah, there usually are gates here, but Oyster Cove entry. Huh, might be something to think about. We're almost back. Got the van right here by myself. After I got a little further away, it's pretty noisy in there. There's a lot going on. I do have some people watching me right now, which is very interesting. But yeah, there's 4 guys just watching me from that second level. But might be a good spot down there. But we are back to the van in a good place here. All right, well, we just got back from doing some pictures. Everything is just absolutely soaked. It is just raining so hard out there, and you folks saw that. So it's going to be kind of it's early right now. It's only 9 o'clock. I definitely would be rocking a fire right now if I was out in normal camp. I do have some citronella candles going. Every time I was opening this, I think being right next to the river here, there are a ton of mosquitoes out here tonight, even with the rain. I tried to just leave the door open for a while. I kind of liked just like the fresh air and all that coming in, and man, I noticed right away a circle of bugs. Also, it's not very good for my door. Let me show you real quick. It's not great for my door. It ends up getting really wet up here, and then that leaks down into the paneling that I have up, and just I can tell it starts making it warp and all that type of stuff. So as much as I would love to just be able to leave this open, it is just pouring down. I just like the fresh air aspect of it, but boy, and it's kind of interesting too. I can hear like music thumping, and I can't tell if it's coming from over the river or if it's coming from the casino. Oh, you folks got all wet. Hold on. There you go. Is that better? All right, let's get you set back up here. Hold on. Stay with me. Look out. There we go. All right, we got you back. So that's kind of what we're dealing with tonight, and we're kind of socked in, I think, for 24 hours with this type of weather. I am excited to be out here. I've always wanted to try casino camp, and we're getting it done tonight. Hopefully, fingers crossed. For right now, I'm just going to hang out for a little bit. I've got a couple of YouTubers that I want to watch real quick, and we're just going to hang out, and I think I might just lay in bed and watch a couple of YouTube episodes. It's one of those quiet nights in camp. We'll take it. Boy, it's nice. I've got that fan running. That thing has just been great. Really enjoy having that thing. Oh, one thing I need to do, I think, and don't you folks agree, but I think I should probably, just while I'm hanging in here like this, I probably should hit the locks on my doors. Let's do that real quick. All right, much better. I was like, hey, just give me a second. If you give me 1 second, I'm making it home tonight. And you're not. And definitely don't want to have to deal with anything like that, but always good just to have that little extra. All right, folks, I'm gonna hang out for a little bit. We're gonna check some YouTube. You check some YouTube. Watch some Van Camp 402. Watch some older videos. And I'll see you in a little bit. We're definitely not going to bed or anything, but we're just going to be hanging out. Oh, my glasses are a mess. Nice. Oh, I got a couple of good pictures out there. I think I'm going to throw them up on the Instagrams. What do you think of that? Oh, and speaking of all that stuff, can you folks still see me? Here, I'm right here. Great cell service. We got 5G, ultra wide, or however they do it. Really appreciate that. Got great cell service here in camp. All right, folks, that is a wrap for tonight. I'm going to shut her down and go to bed. Really, the only noise I have is every once in a while there's a train up there, and that's kind of soothing in its own way. So here in America, work, right? But like I said, I think our next step is going to bed, and hopefully it's just a quiet night, and I see you folks in the morning. Said we do have citronella candles going, and oh man, it's quiet in here. All right, folks, see you in the morning. Good morning, folks. Oh, God, we slept really well in here. It's always kind of weird. I always know, like I can tell getting ready for bed how the night's gonna go. And I just knew this was gonna be a good quiet spot. Really kind of interesting. This was one of those, and I think the weather played a huge part. It has continued to just pour down rain all night and through the morning, and it's 8:15 or something right now, and we haven't had a car over here for hours. This it's just been quiet except for this. Get all our stuff put away here this morning. Yeah, let's get some light on here. Hold on, folks. Sorry. There we go. All right, we got some light on. There we go. Yeah, folks, I'd stay here again in a heartbeat. If you are in Western Iowa, traveling along I-80, and this is just on I-29. You have to go about 1.5 miles, 2 miles north of I-80 to access Harrahs Casino, but this was a good spot. I appreciate that you check in. I wasn't offended by that at all. I like giving a security guard my name and number, and then he had my license plate number too. So, and I appreciate they have cameras out here, you know, so just keeping an eye on everything. It's just one more layer. I didn't feel uncomfortable at all in here, and actually really enjoyed it. This was a good camp. So if I was here, let's talk about this real quick. Of course, living on the road and doing an overnight camp are two completely different things. But this is one of those spots that if I was living on the road right now, I'd probably head in, use their restroom, find a free cup of coffee in the casino, and maybe hang out a little bit. Might even grab breakfast in there. But I'm not. I'm just doing an overnight camp, and I'm going to head home here shortly. Really enjoyed it here. This was just a high quality place to spend the night. I felt very safe. It was very quiet. I texted my son, I think this was quieter than a lot of state parks I've stayed in. So I really appreciated that. Just all alone over here in this parking lot. Got the Missouri River and the Omaha skyline. It might be kind of fun to be here when it's a little bit nicer. There's a really cool hiking trail and a hike bike trail. It's paved. That takes you down. You can go over the Missouri River on the pedestrian bridge and all sorts of things. But in this weather, we are not going to be accessing that right now. Speaking of weather, let's see how it looks outside real quick. Well, it's still just steady rain. And you can tell, look how dark and gray out it is. The new Mutual of Omaha building is shrouded in cloud. Oh man, it's pouring down rain. Man, it's just kind of coming straight down too. Let's check over here. Got a few people here at the golf course. I'm sure they wanted to get out and golf today. We got a big old puddle right by the van here. All right, time to get back in the van. It's just pouring down rain. I have found, and I did learn this from Adventure Van Man, using a water bottle like that, you use a lot less water when brushing your teeth. It's really kind of interesting. And it's probably my favorite way to brush teeth in camp. Just having a little bit like that. It's weird how little water you use. It's kind of interesting. Teeth are handled. And like I said, no joke, I would 100% stay here again. Be kind of cool to do a winter snowstorm here. I like that it's free. And if the weather's better, it has a whole lot to offer right here. I mean, literally have the entire downtown city of Omaha just across that bridge. And as far as dining and socializing or wanting to grab a beverage at a cool place, that would work. Oh, I gotta get these windows up. We're gonna get all wet in here. Quit talking to the camera. Oh, I gotta do a quick double check. Let's get you guys up here. There we go. Locked in. Yeah, the temperature is pretty different this morning. 61 degrees. What is it in the van? Let's go see real quick. Perfect. Man, 65 degrees in the van. Perfect van camping weather. Folks, I'm gonna head on out. I feel like we had a really successful camp here. I actually kind of enjoyed myself. It was nice. It was a perfect night for not doing a bunch of stuff outside. If I would have been in camp, I probably would have been upset with myself because I'm trying to do a fire. This is one of those just best hunker down and hang out in the van a little bit. We did get out for some pictures last night, and I actually did do a pretty good walk over to that train bridge. So all in all, good stuff. Everybody, thank you so much. I salute each and every one of you. Thank you for being a part of the channel. And like I said, we have a great community here. It's really kind of neat. And please try and get outside this fall. We got some great camping. All right, I'm gonna quit yapping. Very successful and fun overnight here. This was kind of cool. Felt very safe. All right, everybody, have a great week. We have a really cool adventure coming in the next episode. It's one of my favorite trips of the year. All right, I'm out.